Hey everybody, welcome back to Rob's Arcade. I'm your host, Mr. Robert. Hang tight, we got a brand new episode coming right up, so don't go anywhere.
Rob's Arcade, Rob's Arcade, where the games get played and the games get saved so they can be played on another day. Rob's Arcade.
All right, well, welcome back to the show, everybody. It's been quite a minute since we have kicked back and done Monday motivation video, and it's not even Monday, it's actually Tuesday, but I wanted to take some time and get this out there. I've been putting out a lot of like video game videos, just a lot of like rewind weekends and just like Fortnite videos that I like to do, and then of course kind of doing like updates with you guys, but not really jumping in and doing something like kind of like a personal little one-on-one. And I figured I would take advantage of it being a nice rainy night and just kind of hang out here for a few seconds and catch up with you guys, and just re-emphasize what I keep preaching and talking about in these monthly, these Monday motivations, although it's become almost a monthly thing because I don't do these as much as I would like to. And there's just been a lot rolling and a lot happening and a lot to kind of keep up with, and it's been tiring, it's been exhausting from time to time. And even just now, like trying to get motivated to get up and get out here and kind of talk to you guys for a second, sometimes it takes a little bit of effort, but really that's all you need. It's just a little bit of effort. In fact, there was a gentleman I met recently on a trip, our little Blue Ridge trip with the teens, and he gave a few pieces of advice, and one of those was effort in everything in your life and in your work. Put some effort into it. And I think that really kind of sums up what I want to talk about here with this video, because it's been a rough go at it lately. A lot of uncertainty, especially like with my job and what all of that kind of like looks like and what my role is going forward and all of that. And recently I just found out what my role is, and I'm kind of looking at it as a promotion. It seems less of like a lateral move, and it seems like there's more responsibility involved with it, as well as a bit more moolah, cashola. Not a whole lot. I'm not really doing it for the money. That's never why I've been doing what I do, but I definitely see it as a promotion, and it's been nice. And I think it's because I put in that little bit of effort and that little bit of work and just kind of show up and do my part every day. And I think that's really what it's all about. Like, and I say this all the time, like showing up and actually showing up. It's one thing just to kind of show up, and I've done like volunteer events and different things with like my teams and whatnot. And it's one thing just to show up and be there, but it's another thing to actually show up and to actually be there. And I know I'm saying the exact same words, but there's meaning in one and just calling it in with the other. You can like call it in, be present, and just kind of like, whatever. Or you can actually engage and be the thermostat, set the temperature. Don't be the temperature, be the thermostat and set the temperature. And that's kind of always what I've preached. And here we are, still kicking it, still killing it. And I think it's because of just that simple thing. Even in those times where you're not certain and you're not really sure what's going on, you've got to keep pushing forward and you've got to keep moving. So much, I put into I put a lot of credit into comics for like my mentality and just like my overall drive and my morale and all of that. But it really does stick with you after 30 years of like reading, Spider-Man and all these things. And I think the through line through all of these issues and all of these stories, and regardless of what arc it is that sometimes even the hero isn't quite sure of like what the outcome is, or even what their role in the Avengers is, or like, you know, what they're even really doing when there's so many other heroes out there. But at some point, you know, if you just keep doing what you're doing and just keep with it, it proves itself and it shows itself. And I'm just really blessed to, you know, to have these things happen for me. But, you know, you have to put in that work, and you have to make that call, and you have to make that decision. You know, for years I struggled with drinking and wanting to stop, and wanting to get my life back together, and wanting to exercise more, and wanting to take better care of my body. And finally, a few years ago, I was able to do it. And I said this the other day, and I think it's really important. I'm going to stress it now. It's never been that when I stopped drinking and I stopped smoking cigarettes and I started working out, that things in life got easier, because they don't. Like, things don't always get easier. Things don't always go your way. But the not drinking and the working out and all of that helps me have a better state of mind and a clearer mind to help me work through these issues and work through these problems. So that was just something I was actually talking with a great friend of mine, somebody I love and care about very much. And when I was talking to them about that, and kind of like, you know, helping them with somebody who they have close to them who's also kind of going through like alcoholism and drinking and all of that, that like, it never gets easier. It's not that like, oh, I stopped drinking and life just all of a sudden got better. It doesn't. Sometimes, in fact, I feel like it's even harder, but you just have more wits and more sense and just a clearer mind, body, and soul to kind of tackle these issues. So those are just a few words and some things I wanted to throw out there for this Monday motivation, and just tell you that if there's something you want to change and there's something you want to do it. You know, if you think it's going to better your life, do it. Roll the dice on it, go for it. You know, I'm walking, talking proof that if there's something you want to do, something you want to change for the better, do it. And the good things that you want in life, and all the things that you were missing out, you'll find it. It'll find its way to you. You'll find your way to it. It will happen. It's that speech at the end of Scrooged with Bill Murray. If you just make the sandwich and go out there and say, here, you'll feel it and you'll want it every day. And I promise you it's the truth. So thank you for hanging out. Thank you for tubing in. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you share the video. Make sure you subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. And just make sure you take care of yourself, take care of each other. And until next time, don't spend that quarter anywhere else. Remember, people, you can do it. It's up to you. You just gotta want that change, you know?